Hey everybody, welcome back to Straight Talk. I'm Jay, I'm your host, with Tanya beside me.
Hey everybody.
Taz in the right hand corner up here. And down below we got Nate, aka
Hey everybody.
Cynthia. Hey everybody in the audience.
Hey y'all.
How y'all doing tonight? Make sure y'all get in the comments. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe.
That's right. Hey, number one. We got you, girl.
We see you, Tatiana. We see you. All right, y'all. Let's get straight on into it. Let's get to what's on your mind. Y'all ready for that?
Let's get started.
Nay, you know I got to start with you. Because you've been letting out hints that there's a lot on your mind. So I'm interested to know what's going on.
Good evening, everybody. I hope all is well with everybody. Due to COVID and everything, we getting sick of this old COVID. It's taking over. We tired of it.
But, COVID with the whole R.
And girl, just, yeah.
When you say COVID, it makes me sound like some kind of loan or something coming in. I'm looking for it, but go ahead.
What's on my mind is it's a lot been going on, and I did a live. So if you watched it, you already know. But a friend of mine, her sister lost her husband tragically to gun violence on Monday. He literally died in his wife's arm. And it's sad. You know, honestly, it's really sad. And my heart breaks for the young woman because this man was her everything. He was her sole provider because they would have 8 children, but she lost one of her kids due to negligence in a daycare 6 months after her mother passed.
Oh, man.
So she was a stay-at-home mother. So with 7 kids, what is this woman to do? And her sole provider is gone due to gun violence. I can't say he was at fault. I can't say she was at fault because I don't know everything that happened. So I'm one of those people. I don't lead into, thoughts and expectations of this, that, and the third. My heart genuinely went out to the children because her oldest child is 14. So she was left at home as the parental guidance for the other 6 kids. Why do children have to be thrust into adulthood because parents have gotten away from letting the village raise their kids? Why? I don't understand why.
Did this happen in Dallas?
Yes,
this happened in Dallas.
This was in Dallas, but the friend that called me, she was way in Florida and has not talked to her sister in about maybe 4 or 5 years. But crazy. You get news through the cam, through social media, through a telephone call that your brother-in-law has passed and your sister was in a shootout. Wow. That puts you right into panic mode. And, like I said on my live, this didn't just start happening because they young kids, because I grew up that way. Me and my brothers was thrust into adulthood very fast. So this is not something that's new. And then us as adults, and I say me, because I too have told my kids, sit down, shut the fuck up, do what I say, do it, that's it. But kids do have emotional issues that carry on over into their adulthood because they have
But this situation, I'm just saying in this situation where the husband had to rush to try to save his wife's life. I mean, that's a good excuse for leaving that 14-year-old at home to watch the other kids while he goes and try to help mama.
Yes, I agree.
No, I'm not saying that's a bad excuse. What I'm saying is she cut her immediate family off who could have been helping her through her trials and tribulations of having children, because I'm grown, I know what I'm doing, I don't need y'all. See, her sisters and brothers is 15, 20 years older than her. She was a
So
love child.
your main question, or what's on your mind, is why do people, when they get
Get
into
in a
relationships or
relationship.
whatever, just abandon their family completely?
Yes, I have a real
Yeah,
issue with that. I
yeah.
have a real issue with
It's
that.
Well, I would say
principle.
this. Sometimes it depends too, because you got to understand, you got some people who are there genuinely, and then you got some people who are there to just to say that they helped you out and rub it in your face the next time that, you know what I'm saying, when they need help or something. It depends on the family why you would distance yourself from your family, because you got to remember, what we know of one's family is not what, you know what I'm saying, what they know. They know sometimes when it comes to family, people know different sides than what we know.
There's
That's true.
always, how many sides do they say there is to a story?
They
Three.
say three, but then again, it might be
Then
four.
there's the witnesses. So, there could be 4, 5, 10. You never
Yeah.
know. So we hear one side or whatever, but it is something that you see that happens a lot, where people alienate their family because they become just completely immersed in the person that they're with. That is a normal thing sometimes. Think about it. You have your single friends, and then you have your married friends, or your friends that are with somebody. It's like when y'all were single, everybody was hanging, we're kicking it, we're doing blah 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 blah. But then the second that you get with somebody, then that person that you used to hang out with is no longer there. So it's a normal thing, I think, sometimes to become, completely surrounded or involved with the person you're with. But you're not supposed to leave your family alone. Your
I was about to
family,
say.
what I'm saying, the mainstays, your main constant friends or whatever, don't just leave them. I mean, that's crazy. And she definitely needed
Like
that help at that moment in
Well,
time.
like I said, it depends on what type of family it was. There's a reason that
Yeah.
she might have left them to the side, because had it
And we
been,
don't know.
because that's what I'm saying. Because I'm gonna say
They
it
could have
like
been
this.
causing
Um,
drama in the relationship. Who
that there we
knows?
go.
I
Yeah,
say now that's a good reason to leave your
yep.
family just for a
Because
while. But I would still be in contact with my mama, because you only have one mama, one daddy. So I would not shut them out. I couldn't do it.
well, we know
When
I
when
can.
when
We know I
Tatiana,
can, and I have, and I will, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Me and her, we do not have the best of relationships. We do speak now, you know what I'm saying, and I've learned to ignore or overlook some things that she say. You know what I'm saying? But if you are
Yeah.
meddling in my relationship and I'm trying to have everybody together, now don't get me wrong, there are certain people in my family that I do not, when certain things I don't discuss with them. Some of them I really don't deal with. That means I don't hang with them. That means when there's family reunions, I stay my distance. And there's reasons for that. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
can understand that,
whether you
that.
family, a person I've known half my life, if you are causing chaos within my home, within my relationship, with me and my kids, I have a problem with that, and I will distance myself. And don't worry about it. I will not answer your phone calls, return
All
a letter,
right.
a text, or SOS, or nothing.
and I completely get that. I can't say that I haven't distanced myself from my family, both sides, the Nelson and the Beasley side. But I haven't so far distanced myself to where can't nobody find me, can't nobody locate me. The only way I heard anything about my immediate family is through social media. How many times have you got on social media and you see somebody, ain't Jesse, ain't Betty, ain't Ruthie on
We
social
having a
media,
funeral
but
on Saturday.
ain't nobody called you.
Yep.
Once you lose the older people in your family, which is the root of your tree, how are you going to tell your family history? How are you going to even know your family history, because you ain't checking in? You ain't checking on your grandmother, your grandfather, your auntie and uncles. I don't care if they
That's
don't like
true.
you. They are
That's
your
true.
elders.
Yeah.
They
So,
are
Well,
your elders, and once they pass on, what do you have? Oh, you
Man,
want
yeah.
to go to a family barbecue, but when you get to the family barbecue, you're gonna be fucking your distant cousin because you don't know that that's your cousin. That's how that shit work right there.
well, I tell
Hey,
you
Miss
what,
mm,
Cara, thank you for joining us.
I tell you like this. First and foremost, I do my best. Now, I won't fuck with nobody out of West Texas. I refuse to do so. And then, not only that, I said like this. My, okay, I, as when my grandmother was alive, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really know my, the deep roots and all that. My auntie told me that, because there are a
Okay.
lot of things that are held secret. There are a lot of things that I'm just finding out as an adult. You know what I'm saying? So there's a
About your
lot of
family,
layers and a
right?
lot of secrets that are hidden. So nobody is willing, in my family at least, is willing to give me the whole hard truth. You know what I'm saying? So
Would it help you to know the real hard truth, or
I
is
would
I
want
mean
to know.
in my mind sometimes those things need to be buried and we just kind of need to push on through, but
No,
it does cause
no,
risk, so
because
I
you
can
have to.
I
understand
gotta
both
say,
No,
I
sides.
don't
because
think so.
because
I don't
no.
think so because I felt like it was real important for Tanya. You know, she's in the stories from her parents saying that your grandmother was this type of person. No, find out the truth. Go to the
find out the truth.
horses.
Right,
Go to the horse and find
right,
out the
And
truth.
right,
Go to the
unfortunately,
source.
she's gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's
right.
like I can't
So
go to the
so now
source
you'll never
anymore.
know the
And my
truth.
mama has
Yeah.
passed on. So it's like,
Now you got to believe
Who
what was
am
given to
I?
you.
I mean, because
Who
you
am
got
I?
okay. It's the point of, does it help me? I would like to know some things because it would also, you got to remember, if you know all those things in the past, it might help you understand why things are the way they are now. Whether it's mental, emotional, suffering from depression, all of these things, it's it comes down the line.
yes, you're right. You're right. I agree.
I joke a lot
Yeah.
about my dad and the lifestyle that he lived, but walking through West Dallas, good Lord, I done said it. But walking through where I'm from, that's all I heard is how great my father was as a boxer, as this, as that. He could have been the great this and that, but because he got lost in the street life and got caught up in the street life, he didn't take that golden opportunity. But that was something about my father that I felt that was a positive thing from his world besides
Yeah.
gun violence and drugs.
You're right.
You want to read that comment?
Yeah, a viewer says the last generation is a generation of secrets, and we're digging up bones and facing fears this generation. So it forces us
Yes,
to have to deal
Yes.
with that past stuff, and definitely, yeah,
And she
reaching
said,
out
and do
before
it
they.
before they pass. Reach out before they pass, and I agree
Yeah.
with that
yes.
because
And you
you'll
might.
find out that what you heard might not be the truth.
True, and now
Get
you
And
all
not
wasted
only
so
sides
much
to be
time.
or
fair,
even
and
or
plus you're
even if
missing out.
Yeah, and then even if it was the truth what you were told, I guarantee you most likely it's something that led up. People are only telling you that part because they want you to see that person in a horrible
Yes.
image, in a horrible light.
Mm.
But I have a person in my life, my uncle. I love my uncle to death, my uncle Jeff. And my uncle Jeff, he lets me in on a lot of things. Now, mind you, me and my uncle Jeff aren't that far apart in age. We are not that far apart at all. And but when me and him talk, he gives me some things that I didn't know, and I appreciate those things, and it helps me to understand a lot more. Or my aunt Linda, she's another one. Those two right there, those two, I will not lie. Even though my auntie is a Jehovah's Witness, but she will tell me some things. You know what I'm saying? And she tells me and wanting me to know, and I understand and I get it, and I appreciate every moment of it because it does help me to understand, for instance, why Carolyn act the way she do. You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
All
Or
right.
why her son turned out the way he did. You know what I'm saying? Why it so happened to
Okay.
skip me and Treese. Well, I don't know if it skipped Treese so much because Treese a little lonely. I love her to death, but that's my baby. That's my sister, and I love her.
Yes,
But
Jesus, honey. Yes, Jesus. So
Okay. See, Kyra Presley, she says the best part is accepting who family is versus them having to fit out an ideal. Let go of those expectations. They are who they are, and that is so true. So true.
yeah, I've learned
there
that.
you.
But
Okay. Well. Okay. So I'm gonna go to you, T. What's on your mind?
Well, what's on my mind is kind of crazy, so no judgment here, okay? But I don't know how y'all feel about watching like the ID channel and like mysteries or what those types of shows, right? So me and Jay, we were watching one, and I think it was like Women in Prison or something weird like that. I can't remember the name of the show, but anyway, the women were all talking about. I know you've heard this before. Oh, I've been locked up. It's not my fault. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. This happened. Whatever. Right? The charges are false. The allegations are false. Well, in the case of one of the women, she was talking about her husband revealed she'd been with her husband, have kids, whole future, whole setting. Somehow or another, he got caught up with some kind of other somebody or whatever, and ended up killing this person. They charged her for some kind of something or another.
Accessory.
But she found out, she didn't know about it. So she found out, but she stayed with the man and didn't tell the police about it. So I'm saying to you guys, how do you feel? Because we had our little conversation. How would you feel if someone you were close with, your partner, whatever, comes on to you and they say, or comes to you and says to you, I killed somebody, or you find out somewhere down the line, I killed somebody. And the reason why they killed you, okay. Me and Jay, we're debating on when you do. Because your first instinct is hell no, because what if they turn on me? I mean, I'm the next one down. But what Jay said, she brought up, I guess, a good point. She says, well, what if it's in protection mode or for protection
Trying
reason?
to protect their family or
Their
something
family,
like
their
that.
life, or whatever. And in the act of, they killed somebody. Do you stay with your partner if you find that out?
Hell no, because I already got a stigmatism in this left eye right here, and
Oh my
I've
God.
hold this motherfucker open so long. Because if whether it was protection or not, you supposed to let me know about your friend circle so I can be aware of my surroundings. And so when you go off and have to commit some type of murder,
Get out.
no,
Get out safely.
no.
You're not the only one, honey. Francis, what you think about it?
Lord,
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Miss Presley said you gotta roll with it for a little bit. Yo,
look
no,
what
you gotta
say.
play that role
Yes,
for a little
honey.
bit.
Oh,
That's
for real?
right.
Is that what
Until you can afford to make sure you have
To
your
make
life.
a
You can take
move.
to make sure that you can take care of yourself when you across the country line.
You dumb.
When you
dumb.
out of the country.
Judy, I can't sleep like this too long. I can't.
Okay,
Look,
I tell you what. Listen. Okay, we can play that role. And look at here. Hey, little by little, I'm gonna start taking business trips. I'm finna go find me a little house on the other side.
Right.
Hey, and as soon as everything is good and the house is filled, I got what I'm saying.
I got to go. Got to go.
I'm finna go and create a big old scene. I don't want this no more. I'm gonna sit inside and I'm gonna go.
Oh no, right in front of everybody, all in public, girl. The whole, that part.
I'm throwing
But
a party.
Forget
I'm throwing
that,
a
honey.
party.
Because if he didn't already kill somebody, he ain't gonna hesitate to pop you right in the back of your head
yeah,
while you running.
right.
But it
You're
was
right.
amazing to me, guys. It was
You're right.
amazing to
You're
me
right.
to see how many women stayed in the situations with or even helped because of the mind control that the person had on them.
For my man.
For my man. I know
I
you
know
guys
y'all
out
seen
there
the
have
show.
seen that show. It is crazy. I mean, I'm in love. Hey, I love you, Jay. But
You gonna turn me in.
if I
You
find
gonna
out
turn
we
me
got a
in.
burn pile in the backyard, hey, I'm just saying. So anyway, that was what was on my mind. I wanted to know what y'all.
What if they just keep it to themselves and never tell you? You know what I'm saying? And then when you end up finding out, say the police done came, they can't say you lied because you don't know nothing. He ain't tell you nothing.
Somehow or another.
So listen, they can't charge you with nothing because you actually don't know nothing.
I'm still
Baby, look.
burning off.
Miss Presley said the sad part is some women are like, oh, he's my protector.
Yes.
That is not the difficulty. She said that is not the difficulty that God wants you to go through.
That's not your battle. That battle is not yours, honey. No, it is not.
No, but this
Anyway.
But I don't see what the problem is that they're protecting. I don't. But
Judy, quit playing.
Okay, we're gonna move
Play
on.
all
We're gonna
day
move
long.
on. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna tell y'all what's on my mind. What's on my mind is why do women or men eat before they go out on a date? Why do they do that? Tell me why. Because I have my idea, cheap bastards, but I got my idea. But why do they eat before they go on a date?
Okay.
Go ahead, Nate, because I know you got something stupid to say.
I am one of those women. Well, wait, Judy, because I've had way longer, so I can't take but about 6 bites. But when I was a big girl, 258 pounds large, I'm gonna
Heavy
eat.
hitter.
I'm gonna eat. I want my fried chicken. I want my Coca-Cola. I want my French fries. Because when I go out on that date, I gotta get that tossed salad, that garden salad.
Trying to be cute. Trying to be cute.
Leave something on the plate so I don't look like I'm thirsty and hungry. Leave a little drink in the cup. But after I get to know you, I'm cleaning out your whole damn refrigerator.
So in the beginning, on your first date, you're real,
She didn't do it on the first date. Shut
up.
She wasn't worried about being cute.
Y'all, let me tell you something.
If she could have ordered catering service, she would have ordered catering service.
I'm a big girl, okay? And so let me tell y'all something. I was so nervous before we met. I didn't eat during the day, right? So when we finally got together, I'm looking at her like, okay, she's gonna take me out, right? She done told me, yeah, I got. That's what I'm thinking. We get together like 3 or 4 hours later, going by. I'm like, damn, my stomach is hungry. I'm hungry. You know how you go to smelling smells in the air because you think you're smelling food. You so damn hungry. I'm hungry. So she finally says, hey, do you want to eat? I'm like, yes, I would like to eat something. She orders me some food. I ate all my food and hers, honey. I was just hungry. No shame. No shame. I'm sorry.
On the first day.
Cute went out the window. I was too hungry. I'm sorry. You may as well see it now and know what you're getting into.
So Taz, why do you think men and women eat before they go on the first date?
Taz.
Eat before they go.
But you said men.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe
I want to know why the men.
I guess depending on the person, because if I'm going on a date, I ain't finna eat. If we going on a date, we supposed to be going to go get something to eat. Now I'm gonna be pissed off if I find out that we ain't going to get nothing to eat. That's a problem for me. But I
right.
And it could be that they trying to hurry up and skip the meal because they think they're gonna get some. I don't know. It could be anything.
Look. Amber says I don't eat before I go out and order what I want to eat, but I eat little bits. See, you trying to be cute. Okay, so wait a minute. So do the guys do the same thing?
Guys,
Jay, you think like a dude. So what do you think? Why they?
I feel like some guys. I'm not gonna say all guys. I feel like some guys they'll eat before they go out on a date. So whenever they order, they're not that hungry. They're gonna order small, and the woman's not gonna order anything bigger than what you order.
Also to control the money because they cheat.
Control that money.
They cheat, y'all. That's what it is. They just cheat
because he knows that woman ain't gonna want to order nothing bigger because you're gonna look at because a man will look at that woman as dang she greedy. You know what I'm saying?
Men in the comments, if
might
y'all
seem like that's unattractive.
Chime in on that because that don't make nobody sense.
So for financial control.
So
if you want to have that cheap date,
I wonder. Stud, you do that?
No,
You've done that?
I ain't never did that.
Is that why you made me wait 3-4 hours before I
I do got a question. Is that why they like to go out to all you can eat restaurants?
You daggone right, baby. All right. I want to ask this. Y'all tell me about a date that y'all can put together for $20. Can any of y'all put together a good date for $20?
I can. I don't know why you asked that question.
Oh, baby, we know you can put it together for a nickel.
I'm going to Safeway. I'm going to Save a Lot. I'm going to Kroger's. I'm gonna get that 6-piece chicken leg. You know the little family pack of chicken legs.
So you cooking dinner basically. So you cook.
Yeah, we're gonna do a whole picnic. We doing a whole picnic for $20. Right. We're gonna get a 2-liter soda. We ain't getting no 6-pack. I'm gonna get a cup of ice. I'm gonna get a big gulp cup of ice so we can.
Oh, so you get a refill.
Don't play with me. Yes, I know how to go on a date for $20.
Can I just tell her she's a cheap bastard? Cheap bastard.
Look, but you could look. It doesn't cost any money to go to check out the sites, right? So you can find like a really nice place. It's got some good views, right?
I was about to tell mine. I would go to Dollar Tree, get one of them cheap tablecloths, right? And I got a basket already at home. Pack up the wine. You get you some Arbor Mist wine.
And get
some glasses. You get some wine glasses out of Dollar Tree. Put them in that picnic basket. Take them to Bogman Lake or somewhere, a nice lake, so we can see the view and hear the airplanes going by. Sit and then I don't know what will I do. Get some sandwiches or something. Take them out the pack and cut them up real nice. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Aren't you romantic?
Yes.
All right.
Sweet, some kisses.
So women, we got a woman who So do y'all feel like women these days appreciate that instead of that 20?
Look at her, girl.
She said yes. Blanket
Miss
from
Presley.
home.
I go out on a date with you. She said
Hawaiian rolls.
She said a blanket from home, Hawaiian rolls, sandwich meat, walk around the botanical garden. You go, girl.
Yes, $20 day.
Us women, we know how to put it together. I must say.
Yes, I like it.
We'll make them feel like they're on $1 million date. I don't think you have to spend money to have a good day.
That's right.
It is true.
Cut the meats into triangles, girl. Yes.
Look at her, girl. She said, cut the meat into triangles.
Possible. And I think we appreciate the small stuff anyway. So it it's cool.
Y'all lying. Let a man take y'all out and spend $20 and y'all know he spent $20. No. It's over.
No. So if you know the number, so it's about knowing the monetary amount. So
that's why you better keep it a secret.
I was just gonna say that it ain't the dollar amount you spend. If you know you ain't got it, it's the thought that you put behind it.
That's right. That's what I say, women. Okay.
All right. Now we finna go to Taz. Taz, what's on your mind tonight?
Ooh, let's see. All these damn hot flashes.
Baby, because you is a fan in the way over there.
Yes, ma'am. I
Listen,
mean,
let me tell y'all something. The other night, I was just, I kid you not, I was just standing there, and all of a sudden, I just start pouring with sweat. And I'm not talking about a little trickle of sweat. I'm talking about my whole face and neck and everything just
so
wet. And I
you
was like, "You
you
gotta
going
be
through the
joking."
change.
I said, "You gotta be joking."
Could be that evil coming out.
We ain't had we ain't had no evilness lately. So
Would you say
so
that already came out for the month?
that's so. I kid y'all. I swear to y'all. It just I don't know if everybody feels the same thing or not, but it feels like the furnace from the inside. It's not that type of hot that I would want. I remember I used to be a uh I'm
Anemic.
talking anemic,
Stripper on the
and
pole. What'd you say?
uh I I used to
I'm gonna get the
be,
name
and my
wrong.
sister told me, I kid y'all, my sister told me, she say, maybe this is the type of hot that I want since I'm always cold. Bitch, no. This is not the type of heat that I want. This is the type of heat
Mm.
that make you want to cut your insides out and donate them. Cut your skin
So
off and
it's
hang it up on a
different than just
rack.
turning on a heater.
Tanya, have you not went through the change yet?
No, girl. I'm always cold. I'm freezing.
I can't wait till you do. When you do, you gonna be, I kid you not, all that you got on right now, you ain't gonna want to put no makeup on. That hat gonna be over there on the floor. Your shirt gonna be open. You gonna have a fan blowing right here. You gonna have a fan directly in your, we ain't
I
gonna
ain't
even
gonna be
be able
able
to
to
see
take
you.
that, honey. And a
When
big
I,
girl.
oh my,
Hold
You
on
gonna cut
now.
all your hair off.
Y'all gonna see me bald next time. If I go
hey,
through it, you'll know because I'll be bald headed.
I'm
Nothing. Just
telling you
gone.
now,
Mm-mm.
Tanya, you gonna be over there sitting on the side like this. Gonna grab them goddamn dreads, gonna pin them up on top of her head,
And
put her to the back of
cut
her
them on the
head.
live. I will cut them, honey. I do not
Look
do
at
heat.
here.
I can't do heat.
Well, you know what? Then we gonna
Oh, baby.
when you start going through the change, let me know. We gonna act like we in Africa, girl. We gonna
So,
shade a head. We gonna come out here.
Ooh.
You know what
any
I'm
advice
saying?
from anybody out there that went through the change,
Please.
please chime in, honey. What do
Well, you
you
know what?
do?
You know what? My auntie says, like when you're starting to have a hot flash, if you take a cup of ice water and stick these two fingers off in it, just sit them off in there, it actually cools your
Nerve.
body off.
Nerves.
I well,
Okay. The sensation.
I'm not always around a cup of ice water. First of all, secondly, if I do got a cup of ice, hell, I'm eating it.
You eat, yep.
Now, have you ever noticed your attitude change though?
So far, no. Well, except the going off bit. I be too hot to go off. Fuck it.
I'm done.
I be trying to cool down. But other than that, it's I don't know.
Me too, Miss Presley. Me
I'm
too. She said
concerned about the
she's
change.
about to change a person.
Well, Miss Presley, let me tell you something, honey. For some people do their attitudes do change. Some people get a little meaner because they get
A
that extreme,
little.
yeah, that extreme heat makes them, like, for instance, if you're used to cuddling with somebody, all of a sudden it's like you don't want nobody next to you. You know what I'm saying? Some people,
I'm
I
at
met
work
this
and you're
lady
doing
at work. She would get, she said her attitude changed. She was mean to people, all of that. Man, forget that. I'm too hot to be mean. I do all I want. Just put me in front of a fan. Hey, as a matter of fact,
Jesus,
you know what I
Jesus.
want? I want me a window unit. Remember the old ACs that used to stick in the window? That big box, that
Girl,
big,
shut
The
your
water
mouth.
that
cooler.
that
Shut
The
big.
your
water
Hey,
mouth.
cooler. The water cooler.
yeah, the one that you had to go put the water on, and it be
I'm
freezing
The
done.
water
cold.
cooler. I remember that.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Miss Presley
Woo.
said, I used to be an ice eater. I'm 1 month clean. Amazing what the discipline of one iron
She
pill a
said
day will do. I be
1 month
trying to tell her
Well,
to take that
clean.
iron. 1 month clean,
Wait,
baby.
Miss Presley, let me explain something to you on that iron pill. That iron pill, depending on who you are and how your body works. For me being, when I was anemic and I was taking the iron pill, one iron pill did not work for me. Two did not work. My doctor boosted it up to two. That did not work. I ended up having to take the iron shots, but the iron shots are not good to be taken because they actually stain your skin.
Okay, well,
So
a little bit of
even
advice for everybody. A little bit of
even
advice. When you're on iron, when you take an iron pill, make sure you take vitamin C with it. That's what helps your body to absorb it. If you don't take that vitamin C, it's like you're really not taking the iron. You're not getting the iron into your cells.
it's like you're putting it in and flushing it right out without it
So
absorbing
you
into
take the
you.
vitamin C with it to absorb it.
Well, hell. I tell you what. I
Say that
tell you
shit
what.
Dr.
was
Palmer
sad.
has spoken.
I mean,
All right, y'all.
that if I knew that back then when I was
I'd have
going
been
through
all
that,
right.
you feel me? Maybe everything could be all right, but here it is.
Now I got to take a stab. I got to take a stab, y'all.
What's
That's
that?
what you get for distancing your family. You should,
Oh,
you
shit.
should distance your family. You know what I'm saying? You should reach out and call your family. Then you would get that advice.
Hold on.
Damn.
Hold on. But the shit, hold on. But the shit works both ways because we both distances ourselves. We both stop speaking and shit. So she can't say a damn thing.
Ain't that a bitch? They said some straight talk for y'all tonight. Thank you.
But check this. God works in mysterious ways. Look what he has done. He's brought us back because he knew that this
Aw.
circle was incomplete. He knew that we were at the beginning of the circle and now we're back again. Everything that is meant to be always comes back. You understand?
There you go.
Amen.
All three of us done went to school together. All three
Ain't
of
that
us went
so?
separate ways. Now look.
All three of us.
We
back.
back
again.
again. Ain't
All
that
right,
so?
y'all.
So now, while you talking, God gonna get you. He gonna spank you on your butt for saying some BS like that.
I just spoke the truth. Shame the devil. Now, y'all, we moving on to our next segment. Y'all, let's talk about what do you do when you feel like giving up on everything, giving up on life, giving up on all your goals, all your plans, everything you got going on. You just want to throw it out the window, just walk away. What do you do?
What inspired that?
What inspired that? Because many days, I just wake up sometimes and I just feel like I don't feel like doing any of this shit anymore. I just want to run away and be by myself. I don't know why, usually the feeling passed, but sometimes it gets heavy on me. And I be saying to myself, what do I need to do to get feeling up off of me?
So
And I'll share some of the things that I've done, but first I'm gonna let you ladies talk.
So you want to know from us? Have
y'all ever been through that to where you wake up and you just say, I'm tired of everything.
Okay.
I don't feel like pushing on anymore. Not saying that you want to commit suicide or anything like that. I'm just saying that you want to just say to hell with everything that you're doing or any goals that you're trying to reach. You feel like quitting.
Any of y'all been through that?
Yep.
Hell yeah, I go through it every other day. Yeah, me. And what I mean by that is, being a single mother, being a mother with a physical issue, a mental issue, the seizures, whatever you want to call it. But one thing I have learned as a Black woman, for me, I appreciate the downs just as much as I appreciate my highs. Because me going down and getting low on myself and feeling like I want to give up, that makes me dig deeper and find out the root of what's going on. Honestly, it really does. And what gets me out of my gutter, it might not make sense to nobody else, but I get into my gospel. Once I get into my gospel music or country music, R&B, blues, whatever it is, I'm back on the road again. But not everybody has that thought. Sometimes when you go through stuff so deep and so hard and so tough, it don't have to be physical, mental, or emotional abuse going on in the house. It's just everyday life. And you get to the point where you can't deal. But me, I keep my personal relationship with Christ. I'm a cussing Christian, but I keep my relationship.
You ain't never lied. All right. Let me read this comment. Okay, Amber says, reevaluate myself and think deep about what it is that I really want. Okay, and I'm gonna just go on to this next one too. This is Miss Presley. She says, as a career cheerleader, regroup, reset, and get to work. But in those minute-to-minute moments, sit still, feel it, understand it, assess yourself, assess the week or the day. What's the trigger? But ultimately, daily positive self-talk is important. You said a mouthful right there. You said a mouthful, baby. She said that.
Hell yeah, she a cheerleader coach, because if she don't sound like Coach Johnson when I was out there on that stepping line, girl, I ain't got no hot kick for you today.
Put it up there, girl. Now, she said a mouthful. You know
Okay.
what? I feel okay. You're to answer. Have I ever felt? Of course. I think we all, at the age that we've been in, have felt that level. And the thing is, everybody, every person that's alive, everybody goes through a phase where they feel like, I just, forget it, forget this, whatever. And in this process of doing what we're doing, as far as even with this show, I felt like I don't want to do this no more. This is too much. I don't want the responsibility. I'm tired. I just, there's too much else going on my plate. I just don't want to do this. Like, and I find myself not giving the same enthusiasm. You get what I'm saying? The same passion. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to dwindle
Dwindle.
and fade. Now, the thing, so yes, I felt like that. But I feel like we have signs that come to us. Francis, you mentioned that we were broken at one point and we've all come back together. In that coming back together, we realize that it's not just us that may be feeling it. When you can come out and say, I too have felt this way. Yeah, I feel this way. Be honest with everybody. Yeah, we've all felt this way. It's almost like a sense of therapy, a release to say,
I'm not by
I'm
myself.
not by myself in this. Okay, so now
This
what
is
can we
normal.
do? You know what I'm saying? This is a normal thing that we feel this way. Now what can we do to try to go forward? So yeah, that's me. That's my take on that
And
one.
I have to say that when I heard some of the stories from some of the fans from this show, actually,
Yes.
it let me know that, you know what, we're supposed to do this. We're meant to do this. I had one guy reach out and he said that I felt like committing suicide. You know, my relationship is not going good. And he said, but you know what? I started listening to some of you guys' show, and he started naming off the shows. And he said, you know, and I started reevaluating my relationship and understanding some of the problems that were going on in my relationship. And I was able to fix some of those problems, not everything, but some of them. It made me feel better about myself. And then we had a mom that wrote in and she was like, can y'all meet with us after the show? You know, I have a child that is uncontrollable. I can't control my child. I need some help. I need some advice. And we all got offline and we counseled with that lady. So it made me say, there is a purpose. There's a purpose. And it made me say, you know what? Even if I'm tired, I got to keep going. If not only
Yeah.
for myself, but for somebody else.
Amen to that one.
Taz, what about you?
Well, I mean, like you say, oh yeah, all of us have been through it. And on the cool, I think it's part of life. Everybody, no matter which, ladder that you're on, whether you're here in the middle, whether you're on top, whether, what I'm saying, millionaires or whatever the case may be, everybody just handle it differently. And sometimes it could be just fatigue causes you to feel that sluggishness, that I don't feel like getting up today. Or sometimes it's just that you've been running so much, your body is tired. And there's literally nothing wrong. Your body just needs rest. Period. It needs rest.
Fatigue. So you
And
feel
and
like
and
fatigue is a huge factor in that.
sometimes depending. And then you have, it's like times when you're steady trying, you're steady going, and for some odd reason, every which way you turn, nothing seems to work to fix that situation.
Okay.
So it's like there's no way through it, there's no way around it, there's no way over it. It's like you're trying to figure things out. And I say what I've said in the past: worry about the things that you can change. The shit that you can't, leave it alone. Because that's what's going to drive you insane, trying to fix the things that are not fixable. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes you have to take a step back and look and see that some things are not fixable. Some things are meant to be broken. Sweep it up on that dustpan and put it in the trash. Leave it where it's at. You know what I'm saying? And so I
Now,
mean, but you have to, like Miss what's her name, Presley said, when you assess the situation, once, say for instance, there's something going on with you, you have assessed what's going on with you. Now, after you done assessed it and figured out how you're going to go about dealing with it, now it's time to communicate it to somebody that you trust, that person that's close to you, that way
yeah.
that they can help you with that. Because sometimes we can't do the things by ourselves. Sometimes we
And that
do need that help to do it. You know what I'm
that
saying?
brings me to when you said that trusting or talking to someone else to get have someone else help. I have a huge problem with wanting to do everything myself. I guess that's that thing I keep mentioning, perfectionist or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the label for that. But it's like if I don't
If you're interested in someone else, it won't be done to Your
it's
level
like I see
expectation.
it's like I feel like, oh, okay, well, wait a minute, that you didn't put that I right there, I spelled that like this, or I put it in my format like this, or you have to do it on this time schedule to have this done and this done and that done, and it's like I want to do everything myself, and that's
Well,
impossible. I have to realize that that is freaking impossible,
And
and
that's
that's
why you get
aiding.
burned out.
Yes, that's
okay.
aiding, that's helping me to feel burnt
So
the hell out,
okay.
seriously.
And I said,
Now that you recognize that, and now that even though you've recognized it, and now you telling yourself, okay, I have to stop doing it. But each time I see that you're still doing it. So you're not practicing not doing it.
Sometimes to me that's easier said than done.
Delegation.
You can know for sure. You can know without a shadow of a doubt in your heart that you need the help. But once you used to doing something so long a certain way, those patterns are hard to break. And I'm
They
They
speaking
really
from
I mean,
are.
experience.
don't get me wrong, they are, but sometimes you have to say, okay, hold up, I'm doing it again. If you really want to change, you will recognize every time that you do it,
How about
and
your
you
body will
will
shut
pull
down and
back.
your body will do it for you. Your body will do it
Your
for you.
body
That's
will
that's
shut
what I
down.
have
Yeah.
found out. Your body will say, "Forget you. You don't want to listen to the signs and everything else leading up." Your body will tell you. Just that
Yes.
burnout comes and it just
Mm-hmm.
takes you.
How
So
And
many
then
one of
and
the
times
it's
have
gonna
things
I
put
I
you on your back. It will put you flat on your back, and it ain't nothing you can do about it.
how many
that's true.
times have I left the show right after the show, gotta go because I don't want to fall out.
Yeah.
Like my body said, do something different. You no, we ain't finna sit here and talk tonight. We got to go. So I
You
do
gotta
agree
go.
with you.
one thing that I do is I reach out to a friend when I'm all negative and I want to quit and I want to give up. I reach out to a friend like I'm reaching out to a AA sponsor and an
Ah,
alcoholic meeting. I ain't
right,
playing.
right.
Girl, say something to me to motivate me, to tell me to get my ass up and keep pushing,
That's
push
right.
through the storm. So I feel like you have to have a good person in your corner to keep pushing.
Ooh, so when you
You know
say
Yeah.
what?
that, honey, you
Not
better not reach out to that wrong one, baby. That wrong one will
Okay.
you
set
know
you
That
what?
wrong.
down.
Not only that, but when you reach out to that person, and apparently you trust that person enough that that person is going to be real with you. The part about that, and a lot of people don't want to accept it, but when you reach out to somebody, you have to be willing also to be willing to listen to the truth. You have to be able to listen to them tell you, okay, well then why you keep doing this? Well then you need to stop doing that. How many times have we went over this? And you got to be ready to listen to the real. You have to
But
be ready to accept
Oh,
it.
let me read this because of
okay,
what Francis
okay.
is saying. Miss Presley says, remember, in some cases, you should observe, not absorb
Mm-hmm.
everything you come in contact with. I like that.
Yes.
Observe and not
Yes.
Yeah. So
absorb.
Yes.
Right.
when you're doing your reaching out, that don't mean sometimes you gotta let some stuff just go over your head. You know what I'm saying? If not, it
Take
can bring you back down. You know what I'm saying? If they persuading you to go ahead and quit it. You know what I'm saying?
like I
But
understand.
see,
You should just let that go, honey. You got to,
But see, that's
I
the wrong.
understand that.
I think that that may be the wrong thing to say to somebody. That's just like if you got a couple and one of them is cheating, and then you got that girlfriend that's telling you, "Why you
So
still there? You need to go on
you
and
need
leave."
to
You never
leave
tell a
him.
person to leave. That's their decision. All you are there to do to you listen to them, and you can ask them, okay, so what is it you feel like doing? What is it that you want to do? Where is it that you want to be? You have to let them make that decision for themselves. You don't feed them that information to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
You're right. You're right. Be mindful. Be mindful too, reaching out to the wrong one or the comfortable one. You're right. The one that stays in
Mm-hmm.
that one little safe zone is going to
Yep.
encourage you to do the same and stay in that
Same
safe
thing.
zone.
Yep.
Now, I feel like this topic applies to every aspect of life. You know what I'm saying? If you find yourself at a job maybe or doing some kind of
Mm-hmm.
work or the relationship or just anything, it applies to any and every. Figure
Mm-hmm.
I feel that it's figuring out the thing that's weighing you down because whatever
Mm-hmm.
it is that's
Make changes.
you have to let
We
it
just
go.
talked
That's
about
the
that.
part that you have to let
You have
go.
to
Yeah.
observe your whole situation and make changes. Stop trying to fix it the same way
That's
that you
easier
always
said
done
than
it.
done
You
though.
have to
Easier said
try
Well,
to
than
make a
done.
you
change. And
got
then another
yeah.
thing,
You have to look at everything that's going on around you. Okay, what can I afford to let go of? If this is damaging me emotionally, I need to let that go. If this is messing with me mentally, I need to let that go. If this is messing with me physically, I have to let it go. Sometimes when we grab onto things and things are stuck to us and we've used to having it around, you're right. We get comfortable. We get used to it. You know what I'm saying? We get used to
You're
having that stuff
right.
around. But then when you
That
sit back, and you start you know what I'm saying, looking at everything, you'd be like, hold up, wait a minute, I forgot about this. I don't even need this.
Let me
start
tell you
shedding
something.
all that.
You're right. That brought me to when I was doing a security job. Y'all, I ain't got nobody business doing security at night, trying to protect anybody's facility and
Out there
stuff.
asleep.
I was knocked out. Do you hear me? And I tried my hardest. It was like our family needed this money. I needed this job. Okay, my livelihood depended. Everybody depended on me in this job. So I stuck in there, but I kept falling asleep. It got to the point where I had to let that go. I had to have come to the realization to let it go. But it was before I came to it because I was still trying. The boss caught me asleep. So
I've been quiet.
I was
because
at he look. I was sleeping. He came knocking on the window.
She tried to go back and get that job. They said, for what? Why do you want us to hire you back so you can go back to sleep?
Okay.
I've been
I needed that money. I needed that money.
and I've been absorbing
Shut up,
everything
TT.
y'all saying. How do y'all handle the fact when somebody comes to y'all with an issue and you end up taking on the issue that they have? Are you trying to figure out how to help them solve their issue? That's my biggest problem.
You done took on the
my
burden
biggest
too.
pet peeve.
Trying to help them, you done took on the
That's-
burden.
Yeah,
And-
and that's one of my biggest. That's one of my biggest headaches. And I don't know. And I said that in my live yesterday. My heart is so big. Sometimes it gets in my way. You know, if I feel that I can help you, if I feel that I can lighten your load just a little bit for one day, I do that. And it took my significant other just yesterday telling me, and I've heard it time and time again from a lot of friends, but how do you cut that off if you're known for being that mother?
That one. Right.
Go ahead,
First,
Tash.
I was going to say, first you have to remember something. The problem that comes to you is not your problem. That doesn't belong to you. You have to also remember you could show them how to handle it, how to go about doing it, but don't do it for them. There's a
But
difference.
it's human nature when your heart is huge. Your heart is big and you want to. So that's harder.
But then your significant other got to worry about hearing you complain about having to do it because this is what you had to do because you done went out and did this and now you done carried on that burden and it's not your burden to carry. It's not your problem. It does not belong to you. Quit trying to take stuff that don't belong to you. That belongs to them. You can guide them and show them and listen to them, but you have to let them handle it themselves. If you don't teach them how to handle their own problems, they'll never learn. Then the minute that you dead and gone, guess what happens? They're stuck in life because they ain't never learned to handle that bullshit.
Well, there you go, right there.
Right there, Miss Presley. Read that comment. When people come with a problem, they may just want to vent. You don't have to solve it for them. Pour from your cup if yours is full. Everyone gets the overflow only.
So if
pour from your cup only.
Take that overflow. Give them what you have to give.
That's right.
Not all of what
it.
you got in. That's it.
That's it.
And like she said, they may have only be wanting to vent. It didn't mean that they want, they're not asking for. Now we done got in a situation where somebody
But I
wasn't even asking.
I understand that. I'm the same way. I feel like I have to fix every problem.
I was just about to say that's
which
you.
adds on to my workload.
And now you're
And
overwhelmed.
I'm gonna tell y'all how
again.
bad it is. I'm gonna tell y'all how bad it is. I swear to God, in my mind, I say, what would Jesus do? When it comes to a little child, when it comes
That's
to
your friend too.
Huh?
I said that's your friend too.
I mean,
That's why we end up saving the whole world. Yeah.
That's literally what crosses my mind all the time. It ain't so much as adults, like my tongue can get real slick when it comes to tit for tats with adults. But when I see a kid in need, a young person in need, and I see them trying to work, trying to get that job, trying to get
That's a difference. There's a difference between somebody trying than somebody leaning on you because they know what you're going to do, that you're going to fix the problem for them. See, if people keep running to you for you to fix the problem, they ain't gonna never learn to stand on their own 2 feet.
No,
Because
I'll give you a prime example. Today alone, we had the grandkids, went to get them some lunch. Long story short, I seen a woman walking, Judy. She had 3 kids. They was walking. We stopped. This lady could have been a mass murderer. How about we done gave her a ride to Jack in the Box and took her home? How about that?
Okay, we stopped doing that because somebody was talking in the back seat and it got kind of crazy or whatever. They were faking like they were on the phone giving directions. Yeah, I'm gonna be
Talking about,
arriving at so
yeah,
and so.
I'm gonna be to Houston in a minute. I'll be there in a couple of hours. I'm in the car now. No, you will not be taking my car to go to Houston. You got to get out. So I pulled over. Get out. She had one foot out, and I was already hitting the gas.
I said, Judy, you gonna mess right now and run over with the car door?
Baby, I don't play.
But baby, no, we stopped doing that.
But back to what you.
I quit doing that because of bodily odor.
Oh,
You dumb.
see, you in a whole back
to what you were saying.
I'm so serious. Y'all think I'm BSing, but I am serious. I let somebody get in the car, baby. And at the time, I hadn't went through the change. I was still cold natured. It was cold as hell outside. I let all the windows down and rode just like I said, never again. No, ma'am. No, no, no. And then I had the nerve to say, what's that smell?
But it is something. It is definitely something that I'm working on. Like I can't.
Nay, but every sign is not for you. Sometimes we as people, we say that's a sign from God, and we think that sign means help that person. No. Quit making up signs in your head and saying that, because I'm going to tell you a quick story. I was gambling and I said, I was paying for these $50 scratch-off tickets. And I said, I done won on these and I lost on this next one. Now I need to go back and get one more. If I see a sign, I'm going to go back and get another one.
Right.
We going down the street. I see a windmill going around. I said, oh, that means win a million. Win a million. You be making up signs. Windmill, baby, that's telling me that I'm going to win $1 million. Maybe I went back and lost another $150 on scratch-off tickets. Maybe that wasn't a sign.
That wasn't a sign. Windmill was not the sign.
Okay, but y'all, let me say one thing that I do. One thing that I do whenever I'm feeling down or whatever, and I feel like giving up. I go and I start doing something that's gonna make me feel better, like lifting weights or working out, jogging,
cleaning
working
your
on my
house.
body. Something that I know that I can achieve. You know what I'm saying? Something that you get gratitude from.
Okay, some kind of gratitude gives you some kind.
Does that include sleep?
Yes, in my book, yes, a nap. Yes, ma'am.
I accomplished taking a nap.
Or
I clean up.
I guess
I clean up.
I write. I will write. And sometimes what I'll do is, there are times that I write and I ball it up after I wrote on that paper and I throw it away. Especially if it's something I know that I'm not going to be able to change, just to get it off my mental, just to get it out of my system, write it down, ball it up, and I throw it in the trash. I don't even worry about it no more. So.
Y'all, look. This is something that I'm glad that we talked about because it was really heavy today. It was really heavy. And normally I get it, I feel it, and it goes whoop, whoop, whoop. I make up some kind of somewhere or whatever to get out of it. It was heavy. And I was like, man, how come something I feel so passionate about like this, what we do? Why am I so willing to just be like, forget it? It was heavy.
Today.
So trying to figure out the source.
It can be overwhelming and very overcoming. Yep.
Talking about it, I must say, has been my therapy. Talking about it, getting it out. Like I said, we talked to everybody talked today about this topic, and doing that today was helpful to me. It made me realize I'm not by myself. I know that other people feel the same and have felt the same. And so what going forward, what are we able to do to fix it? Talking would be great. You know what I'm saying? And then, maybe letting some other things go, that like getting some sleep because we're consistently tired. Delegating, like, hey, asking for some help. Like, hey, would y'all mind doing this? Can you take on this particular role? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that helps a lot. And I'm just speaking
Stop
personally.
wanting everything so perfect.
Yes.
But
God,
anyway,
I'm still working on that.
Amber says baking.
Oh,
baking.
Peanut
so
butter.
Amber, since you're gonna bake, I'm willing to be a taste tester for you.
Keto.
You know the address. Just go ahead and send the brownies,
Peanut
the
butter.
cookies, whatever you want to send. Baby.
Eating is therapy, y'all. Eating can help you. Look.
No, we don't do that. Then you're gonna have other problems. Miss Presley said, or write it down, light it on fire, like safely, y'all.
Taz.
To more physically send it into the atmosphere.
She says, Safely light it on fire, honey, and
Safely
let it
light
go
it on
to.
fire, baby, and let it go. Let the smoke go. Let it go
Yeah,
into the atmosphere.
yeah, however you want to put it out there, however
Put it
you
out.
feel good, put it
Amber
out
says
there.
just eat some cookies.
I don't care whether you ball it up and throw it away, let the dumpster man get it. However you want to do it, but get it out.
This has been therapeutic because a lot of things have been on my mind this week outside of my friend calling me yesterday. You know, I like I said, I go through life trying to figure out what's my next step, what's my next move, you know, trying to figure out another way to bless somebody or help somebody. And I'm not a holy roller. I keep saying that I'm not a holy roller, but I am a person with a big heart that loves to give.
Amen.
Number
to
one
that.
thing that we didn't hit on is being patient. Have
Ooh, I ain't
patience to
got
get.
none. I ain't got
Have
none.
patience to get to where you're trying to get. Don't think you're gonna get it overnight. It might take a couple of years. Who knows? You just gotta be patient and stick in there.
You said be patient.
Yeah, be
Nay,
patient.
I don't know what to tell
No.
you, honey. I just don't know what to tell you, sweetheart. I don't, because you don't have 2 bits of patience. So I don't know.
Cynthia Renee Nelson has no patience. I
No, you
try,
do
but
not.
I tend not to have patience for BS. Like, if I'm put to you like this, and maybe I'm a bad person for this, I don't know. But if a person comes to me with the same problem over and I'm talking about the exact same problem over and over and over, the first couple of times I'll listen to it and, I hear them and I'll be like, well, what you want to do, how you want to handle it, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. But one time, a friend of mine that I worked with did that. And finally, I don't know, at that moment, I guess I was just tired of hearing it, so I just blew up. And my exact words to her was, I don't want to hear this shit no more. You say the same thing over and
Just
over and over.
mean.
I'm
Now
tired of
that's
hearing
not
it.
helpful
I
to
said,
her.
listen, well, it should have been. Well, it actually was because she ended up changing it. And I said to her, what I
You
simply said
bullied
was,
her into
I don't
changing
want
it.
to hear the bullshit if you are not gonna change the situation. If you're gonna stay in the situation, accept what the hell is going on and leave it at that. I don't want to hear no snotting
Girl.
and crying. I don't want to hear no snotting and crying, seeing
So
bubbles
tough,
blown and
tough
none of
love.
this.
You're saying
Yes,
tough love is a way
yes.
to get
And
somebody
so
up out of the
I just
doldrums.
flat out told
No,
her
With
the next
that,
not for
time the next
everybody.
time I talk to you, I don't want to hear this shit. I'm tired of hearing it.
okay.
You said the same thing. So for some people, it may work, it may not. Me, I tend to, hey, you done told me this.
Suck it up,
You told me this
buttercup, and
too.
let's move on.
Yeah,
Right?
you done told me the same shit 2 months ago.
Okay. All right.
That
Two
sounds like
months
one of my
ago.
friends that when she first met me talking about I don't do pity parties. I'm going through a breakup. I don't do pity parties.
Did it help you?
Hell no, it made me hate her ass. I said I can't stand her. And the crazy thing about it, I had a secret crush on her. After that, I said, hell no, I can't be with this bitch.
Moving
I said
on.
she too damn evil. It made me first she was beautiful to me. I was like, oh, she's sexy.
Is that what she
And then,
was?
yeah,
girl?
she was sexy. And then when she told me I don't do pity parties, I was like, oh hell, that bitch ugly.
Ain't that
Why? Because she was being honest with you about who she was.
Man, that's tacky. If we're in a relationship, you talking about you don't do pity parties, what you gonna do when I get down and sad?
Goddamn pity party. Okay, you sad. Okay, we finna get through this. Now, if you keep being fucking sad, bitch, I'm gonna need you to get up off this sofa, get your shit
moving
together.
on? Y'all are tripping.
And that's
we're not
pretty
finna
much
do this.
exactly what she told me.
Yeah, we're
That's
not
the reason
finna
why
do
we
this.
friends, and I would have never dated your ass either. Now, moving on.
Thursday,
Thursday giveaway, y'all. Let's do this.
everybody,
Thursday giveaway.
everyone in the
comments.
comments, y'all, thank y'all for participating and coming in, being active in the conversation. This Thursday giveaway, y'all dumb. Y'all are dumb. Y'all dumb. Y'all dumb. Y'all are dumb.
But this the thing. But that's cool because
Evil
baby,
up.
it was never meant for that to be. It was meant for us to be for.
'Cause you're
That's
evil.
right.
But listen,
That's right. That's a good way to look at it,
We
Taz.
have been friends since the 3rd grade. So therefore, you know what I'm saying? That's the way it was meant
All
to
right.
be.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am. Let's get to this Thursday giveaway, y'all. All right, everybody in the comments, we do a Thursday giveaway just to show our love for all our fans who support us. So
Just a
here
little
we
way.
go.
Giving back. What we got? What numbers? Draw the
Now,
numbers.
you ain't gonna get no check in the mail or nothing like that.
Now look, y'all. Every time you get in the comments, we write your name down according to the number how you come in. So we do a little drawing.
Number 2.
Number 2, that would be Jamon Ford. Jamon
Right.
Ford is
Y'all
one
do
of
know
our
that's in Tatiana's
Thursday.
house.
Oh, nice, nice,
All
nice.
right, y'all. The next number, and that's so crazy. Number 3.
Number boy in order. All right,
and 3.
that is Cara Presley. Well, you know what? Congratulations to both of you
Congratulations.
guys. Thank you. We'll be reaching out to you in a minute after our show is over to get your information. So, again, everybody, thank you so much. We appreciate all the
Thank y'all
support.
for tuning in.
Yeah.
Everybody, this has been Straight Talk, No BS. Like, go subscribe.
Share it,
Find us
share
on
it,
YouTube.
share it.
Share.
Tell
Tell all
somebody.
your friends about us.
All your girlfriends,
And
all your
Yes,
remember-
homeboys.
Every now and then we give some
Anyway,
good relationship advice. Oh
Listen,
God,
my bad. CNC will be giving away 2 free Mother's Day T-shirt. I will be doing my drawing tonight. If you know of a mother deserving of a free T-shirt, something to just uplift her, look for me personally, Cynthia Nelson on Facebook. Inbox me, and if I draw her name, make sure you put her size and address, and I will put it in the mail by Saturday.
Oh, so y'all make sure y'all find Cynthia Nelson after the show and let her know. Nominate a mama. We look, moms empowerment now. Come on.
all right, y'all.
And my
This is-
last saying is
oh,
change what you can and fuck what you can't.
There you go.
Don't lay it out.
There you
all
go.
right, y'all. This has been Straight Talk, No BS. Y'all love y'all. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all Monday.
Ooh.